man with a whole lot of sense said, blues ain't nothing but a good man feeling bad, thinking about the woman he once was with. Lots of women, good times, bad times. The only thing I want anybody to say is, he could really play. He was good.
It's just me again. Ken, Nordine, and word jazz. Word jazz. It's what happens when you let your mind wander and wonder. We're jazz, the free and easy flow of all the places your mind can go. Let's go. That's where we are. We're jazz. In this trembling air between us. Where will the imaginary take us this time? We're jazz. Hey, are you ready to go with me now? Gee, I hope so. I hope that somehow that you'll see your way clear. It's not far from here. Here, take hold of my hand. And please understand, I don't know where we'll go. I don't know where we'll go. But are you ready? Just the two of us. Let's go outside. Outside of time. Let's go inside. Inside of space. Look in my face. You see, I can't see. Guess that had to be. You all look the same. Play a strange kind of game. Here's the door of before. The window of after. There's a cry in the night. There's somebody's laughter. There's the awe and thunder. That heartbeat of wonder. Tell me, what did it mean? I wish I had seen. But you see, I can't see. Baby, that's why I'm free. There's only a song. Doesn't last very long. It's all that we've got. I guess that's a lot. It's all that we've got. Believe me or not. And that's the way things are, folks. That's the way things are. Yeah. It was funny. It was sad. I thought my eyes were going mad. This guy I saw on the tube, 70-something he was, surrounded by a flock of bare, naked ladies. Not the band, no, a band of babes they were, in their birthday suits, camouflaged by paint. Someone had painted panties and bras right over the nudity. The old guy, surrounded by the painted ladies, was all smiles. They didn't seem to bother him at all. Had we but whirled enough and time, this coyness, mistress, were no crime. We would sit down and think which way to walk, and pass our long love's day. Thou by the Indian Ganges riverside shouldst rubies find, while I by the tide of Humber would complain. I would love you 10 years before the flood. And you should, if you please, refuse till the conversion of the Jews. My vegetable love should grow vaster than empires and more slow. 100 years should go to praise your eyes and on your forehead gaze. 200 to adore each breast, but 30,000 to the rest. An age at least to every part, and the last age should show your heart. For lady, you deserve this state. Nor would I love at lower rate. But at my back I always hear Time's winged chariot hurrying near. And yonder all before us lie deserts of vast eternity. Thy beauty shall no more be found, nor in your marble vault shall sound my echoing song. Then worms shall try that long-preserved virginity, and your quaint honor turn to dust, and into ashes all my lust. The grave's a fine and private place, but none, I think, do there embrace. Now therefore, while the youthful hue sits on your skin like morning dew, and while your willing soul transpires at every pore with instant fires, now let us sport us while we may. And now, like amorous birds of prey, rather at once our time devour, than languish in his slow chapped power. Let us roll all our strength and all our sweetness up into one ball, and tear our pleasures with rough strife through the iron gates of life. Thus, though we cannot make our sun stand still, yet we will make him run. Had we but worked enough in time, this coinless mistress were no crime.
You shouldn't have.
But you did.
Of course you did. Couldn't help yourself.
Had to.
Had to.
Yes.
Turquoise, don't you know how simple you are?
I know.
Don't you know what effect you're having on everything?
I know.
See the flash of you? Turquoise.
Oh, look.
There.
Yeah, that's me.
By her gliding through the light, and by such swifts and shifts of sleight. Also, there you go. All streaks of turquoise blur. Definitely so. And here a turquoise all tender. Trembling like water.
Oh, that's
What do you think of a turquoise like that?
That's a nice turquoise.
Then there's this turquoise.
That's a nice turquoise.
And that turquoise.
That's a nice turquoise, too.
Oh, turquoise, you shouldn't have.
Yeah, but you did.
Of course you did.
You had to.
Couldn't help yourself.
Had to do it.
Had to. Isn't that right?
That's right.
Oh, there's something that you can tint. Turquoise.
Yeah, Lady Floridora. Beauty powder queen. Married to a mirror. Loves to primp and preen. And I love her, Lady Floridora. Yeah, I love her a lot, Lady Floridora. Maybe you have seen her, yeah, walking down the street. There she is.
her and see what makes her tick. Maybe she will tell you that'd be a trick. Lady Floridora, beauty parlor queen. Lady Floridora, married to a mirror, loves to primp and preen. Lady Floridora, and I love her. Yeah, I love her a lot. Lady Floridora, maybe you could ask her. What? Maybe not. What you really scared of? Losing what you got. Yeah. Father Time is in there. Where? In her looking glass. Oh. Yeah, he can see the changing slowly come to pass. Lady Floridora, in that oval mirror, like an unmade bed. Lady Floridora, she can read the changes. Faces don't wander in. Lady Floridora, Lady Floridora, beauty parlor queen. Lady Floridora, married to a mirror, loves to primp and preen. Hey, call the plastic surgeon. Buy another wig. Eat a meal of nothing. Capping teeth is big. Lady Floridora, do whatever's needed. Change the look you have. Lady Floridora, see that Mr. Kenneth, beauty parlor queen. Buy another salve. Lady Floridora, sorry Floridora, beauty parlor queen, losing what you had, married to a mirror, everything is surface, tell me what you mean, please don't feel so bad, Lady Floridora, underneath that makeup, beauty parlor queen, truth is awful dull, married to a mirror, just below the smiling, tell me what you mean, see the grinning skull, Lady Floridora, beauty parlor queen.
Mona!
Everybody.
Let me up there. Hey, Mr. Spread.
It's great.
You do something to me.
You do something to me.
Where's that guy
Something
up there?
that simply mystifies me.
Something that simply mystifies me.
Tell me,
Tell me, Jack.
why should it be?
What should it be, baby?
You have the power to hypnotize me.
To hypnotize me. You do. But think.
Let me live neath your spell. Do that voodoo you do so well.
You do so well.
No, you do something to me.
You do something
That nobody else could do.
that nobody else could do. Sing it, baby. And of these avant-garde, please.
Who's singing? There's something familiar about that voice.
What do you say?
Didn't
Let
I
me
hear
live
it
beneath your spell.
once?
Do that voodoo that you do so well.
Yeah.
Will you do something to me?
You do something to me too.
Hey, Jim.
Yeah?
Ba-ba-doo-be-doo.
Yeah?
That
What
Nobody else.
Come on up here, Jim.
Could do.
Nah. Interferes with my
Nobody else but you.
Hey, give Jim a beer, okay?
Nobody else but you.
rather have a martini.
What a guy, that Jim.
That was nothing.
You ever get the blues?
Thank you.
I mean the happy. Glad you got them blues. I get that kind of blues. Begin somewhere in the blue corner of the blue mind, where there's a lady sweet and kind. Oh, she's got a face that pleases my mind. I just saw her passing by, but I'm gonna love her till the day I die. See her gesture, motion, see her smile, see her wit, hear her voice. Oh, that girl knows how to beguile, beguiles my heart, and I don't know why. I'm gonna love her till I die. Her free behavior, her winning looks would make a lawyer burn all his books. I've never touched her, not I, but I'm gonna love her till I die. If I could have her in my arms, Judge, you think that sport would cause harm? Wasn't no harm. No. Oh, I wouldn't lie. I'm gonna love her until I die. Now, should I stay right where I am, so long as sunshine is in the sphere? My one request, she won't deny. I'd like to love her till I die. Cupid, I see your wings, and where you range, a country so my love will never change. Change the earth or change the sky, I'm gonna love her until I die. She's a lady, sweet and kind. She's got a face that pleases my mind. I just saw her passing by, and yet I love her. I love her till I die. You know who wrote that?
It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark. the herald of the morn, no nightingale. Look, love, what envious streaks do lace the severing clouds in yonder east. Night's candles are burnt out, and jocund day stands tiptoe on the misty mountain tops.
Come away with me in the night. Come away with me, and I will write you a song. Come away with me on a bus. Come away where they can't tempt us with their lies. And I want to walk with you on a cloudy day in fields where the yellow grass grows knee high. So won't you try to come away with me, and we'll kiss on a mountain top. Come away with me, and I'll never stop loving you.
There is a place of pure surprise with ancient truths in every size. I went there once, all by myself. I read my label high on the shelf. From the inside of now and the outside of here, please don't be afraid. There's nothing to fear. You were the vision no one could see. Trouble with you was you thought you were free. Oh, what a silly your silliness was. You, in effect, sometimes the spinning was just a because inside my head. And the feel of your falling takes what I'm thinking down circles of light to what's called ephemeral crystal. That place, snowflake in flight, space. See how you're melting of whatever was in the palm of his hand is still in effect. What a short lifeline, because you don't understand but cold as a blanket.
Sometimes the spinning
All your comrades below
outside of my head
will glisten forever.
take me inside
Like stars in the snow.
of what never is dead.
I see the melting
And there you will find
and what it will bring.
what you already know.
I see the winter
Brilliance of bright
begin
in the dark
in the spring.
here below.
I see the winter begin in the spring. Crazy with cold is old Zero, freezing the fingers of hope. Count up the winters of waiting. Go by a ladder of rope. Climb up the system you're stuck in. Slide inside powders of snow. Look from the window of nowhere at shivering silence below. Crystals of ice glaze the moment. Warm's gone away with a shrug. Look, there's a leaf on that lonely, once upon which crawled a bug. Forecasters prophesy wind chill. Lovers will cuddle the dark. Icicles don't dream of melting. Here in the kingdom of Stark. Colder than cold is this hero. Nothing but ice in his veins. No one can measure his meaning. No way for him to feel pains. Crazy with cold is old Zero, freezing the fingers of hope. Count up the winters of wanting. Go by a ladder of rope. Climb up the system you're stuck in. Slide inside powders of snow. Go look from the windows of nowhere at shivering silence below.
I knew these people, these two people. They were in love with each other. The girl was very young, about 17 or 18, I guess. And the guy was quite a bit older. And he was kind of raggedy and wild. And she was very beautiful, you know? And together they turned everything into a kind of an adventure. And she liked that. Just an ordinary trip down to the grocery store was full of adventure. And they were always laughing at stupid things. He liked to make her laugh. And they didn't much care for anything else because all they wanted to do was be with each other. They were always together. And he loved her more than he ever felt possible. He couldn't stand being away from her during the day when he went to work. So he'd quit just to be home with her. And then he'd get another job when the money ran out. And then he'd quit again. But pretty soon she started to worry.
About what?
Money, I guess. Not having enough. Not knowing when the next check was coming in.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
So he started to get kind of torn inside.
How do you mean?
Well, he knew he had to work to support her, but he couldn't stand being away from her either.
I see.
And the more he was away from her, the crazier he got. Except now, he got really crazy. He started imagining all kinds of things.
Like what?
He started thinking that she was seeing other men on the sly. He'd come home from work and accuse her of spending the day with somebody else. He'd yell at her and break things in the trailer.
The trailer.
Yes. They lived in a trailer home. Anyway, he started to drink real bad. And he'd stay out late to test her, to see if she'd get jealous. He wanted her to get jealous, but she didn't. She just worried about him. But that got him even madder. He thought if she never got jealous of him, that she didn't really care about him. Jealousy was a sign of her love for him. And then one night, she told him that she was pregnant. She was about 3 or 4 months pregnant, and he didn't even know. And then suddenly everything changed. He stopped drinking, got a steady job. He was convinced that she loved him now because she was carrying his child. And he was going to dedicate himself to making a home for her. But a funny thing started to happen. He didn't even notice it at first. She started to change. From the day the baby was born, she began to get irritated with everything around her. She got mad at everything. Even the babies seemed to be an injustice to her. He kept trying to make everything all right for her. Buy her things, take her out to dinner once a week. But nothing seemed to satisfy her. For 2 years, he struggled to pull them back together like they were when they first met. But finally, he knew that it was never going to work out. So So he hit the bottle again, but this time it got mean. This time when he came home late at night, she wasn't worried about him or jealous. She was just enraged. She accused him of holding her captive by making her have a baby. She told him that she dreamed about escaping. That was all she dreamed about, escape. She saw herself at night running naked down a highway, running across fields, running down riverbeds, always running. And always just when she was about to get away, he'd be there. He would stop her somehow. He would just appear and stop her. And when she told him these dreams, he believed them. He knew she had to be stopped or she'd leave him forever. So he tied a cowbell to her ankle so he could hear at night if she tried to get out of bed. But she learned how to muffle the bell by stuffing a sock into it and inching her way out of the bed and into the night. He caught her one night when the sock fell out and he heard her trying to run to the highway. He caught her and dragged her back to the trailer and tied her to the stove with his belt. He just left her there, went back to bed, and lay there listening to her scream. Then he listened to his son scream. And he was surprised at himself because he didn't feel anything anymore. All he wanted to do was sleep. And for the first time, he wished he were far away. Lost in a deep, vast country where nobody knew him. Somewhere without language or streets. And he dreamed about this place without knowing its name. And when he woke up, he was on fire. There were blue flames burning the sheets of his bed. He ran through the flames toward the only two people he loved. But they were gone. His arms were burning, and he threw himself outside and rolled on the wet ground. Then he ran. He never looked back at the fire. He just ran. He ran until the sun came up. Couldn't run any further. And when the sun went down, he ran again. For 5 days he ran like this, until every sign of man had disappeared.
Que lejos estoy del suelo donde nací. Intensa nostalgia inundar mi pensamiento. Al verme tan solo y triste, guardo al viento. Quisiera llorar, quisiera morir de sentimiento. Oh tierra del sol, suspiro por verte. Ahora que lejos yo vivo sin luz, sin amor. al verme tan solo y triste, cual hoja al viento. Quisiera llorar, quisiera morir de sentimiento.
How long is the snap in Snapshot? A quick click, a mere 25th or 50th or some other fast fraction of a second. And there you have it, another snapshot. Wonder who thought of calling them snapshots. How many shots do you figure have been snapped of you? And how many snaps have you shot? Like to think back from where we are now and see all the snapshots that have ever been taken. Yeah, a fraction of a second of mere us, somewhere together inside the camera on the unwinding emotion, safe in the instamatic dark, exposed and waiting to be taken to the drugstore. And then when the undersized images are ready, you pick them up, sheath through them with your eyes, and you see among them, who's that waving from that then? All smiles, with his hand open above the tilted head, smiling into the say cheese future. And isn't that you standing next to what's his name? Who's that someone in the blurry background with his back to us? The stranger who didn't know the snap was being taken. I like to think of where all the snapshots that have ever been snapped are now. Some few have been framed. Some are in wallets, some mailed to loved ones, some pasted in family albums, and some wind up in the dark of desk drawers. Wonder where all the negatives are. There you have it. That's it for now. The best of word jazz. Program number. Letting our minds wander in wonder, wherever the imaginary takes us. If you'd like to know more about what's going on with word jazz, check out the website, wordjazz.com. There's a blog you can look at, and you can sign up for the podcasts, excerpts of word jazz, so you can carry word jazz with you. wordjazz.com. Tell your friend.
Thank you.